Hi, my name is George Sugai. I'm at the University of Connecticut, and I co-direct the National Center on Positive Behavioral Interventions and Supports. I also direct the Center for Behavioral Education and Research in the Neag School of Education at UConn. I had the privilege of being able to present today at a briefing discussing research in special education. And what was really important that I learned at this particular event or briefing was that we have a very strong community of researchers who have the ability and the expertise to be able to contribute significantly to how we educate students, children and adults, as well as families with disabilities. We also learned that research has had significant impact on the field with respect to advancing the outcomes for students with disabilities. The third thing we learned is that even though we've been quite successful, we still have significant number of questions that have to be answered to further improve outcomes for kids with disabilities. In my area of positive behavioral interventions and supports, one thing that we tried to communicate was that we are really a place that collects evidence-based practices and disseminates those around the country to schools, classrooms, and states. And what we were able to do is share with some of the outcomes of that particular research. Things like being able to say that we had more than 17,000 schools that had benefited from the work going on at the center. From being able to say that we have schools in our states who have been implementing positive behavioral supports and have been able to improve their academic achievement scores as a result of implementing good behavioral practices. We've also been able to say that our graduation rates of kids on IEPs, our office discipline referrals for kids on IEPs, our kids of color who are on IEPs are also benefiting from some of this work around creating positive classroom and school climates. We don't do, quote, research within the National Dissemination Center. We collect and use that research. And we still have questions, though, that are important for us to answer. I know right now nationally we're struggling with questions around bullying behavior and prevention. We're struggling with restraint and seclusion questions. We're still trying to deal with challenges associated with disproportionality in special education. And those are all important areas for which future funding is really important to support research to answer those kinds of questions. So we're quite pleased with this opportunity to describe our results. We also want to make the case, though, that that demonstration of successful research results needs to be continued in order to answer questions to advance our work in special education, supporting kids and families in the world of special education and disabilities. So thank you for this opportunity to be able to share those ideas with you.